Hello, J244 here, and I thought before I started this video I did my showcase and tutorial. I've been on holiday for 2 weeks, so sorry there haven't been any videos, but without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So, several months ago, someone commented on my SCP Foundation build, the first one, by the way, not the second one, asking, when will someone make a tutorial for the SCP Foundation? And they said this in all caps, so it was clearly a passion for them. And I, being me, said, oh yeah, sure, I'll do one as soon as the other build is done. The other build was finished 2 months ago, and that comment was left 4 months ago. So a few weeks ago, I took it upon myself to construct this behind me. This is all the designs I used for the entrance zone when I was building the SCP Foundation in Minecraft. However, something you may notice is that there's nothing but the entrance zone. That's because I couldn't be bothered to build anything but the entrance zone. So this is a tutorial for how to build the entrance zone of the SCP Foundation in Minecraft. So let's jump in. Right, now first off, before we have anything else, this right here, you might recognise it if you play the game, is it's a gateway. It's a gate, essentially. Why are the barrier blocks here? I'm having this issue every time. So if we open this door, you can see here, this is what the interior looks like. It's pretty simple interior. If I'm honest, the kind of idea is that this would be the elevator here. So you'd have the elevator behind here. This is the gateway into like all the hallways and stuff. And that is the main gate out. But in all the games, this gate is never used. So, you know, there's nothing behind it. But the design is generally pretty simple. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks tall. And the bottom 2 blocks are made out of office bottom and office top. This is from the SCP Paradox add-on. There will be a link to it in the description. But yeah, this design, it's pretty simple. I can't exactly show you how to build it because, you know, it's already built, which is a bit of an oversight on my part, but I don't really care. Go figure out how to build it by yourself. This is my design. So yeah, that's the entrance build. Yeah, that's what it's called. I can't talk today. This right here is the cafeteria. Again, this is a design taken straight out of most of the games, actually. Most of the games have this cafeteria design with the bridge running across the middle. These stairs are quartz stairs, and there's quartz slabs, and these, again, are the tables from SCP Paradox. We've got, like, this salad bar looking thing here. Like, all the salad stuff would be in here. And then we've got serving rooms here with windows with gaps in them so that food can be served out of them. And these lamps hanging from the bottom of the bridge. A massive portion of this is built completely out of stuff from SCP Paradox. So the ceiling, you know, these blocks that run along the ceiling, all that kind of stuff, and including these tables as well as these doors. So if you want to be able to use these designs, you have to have the SCP Paradox add-on. But don't worry, the download is in the description. So if you don't have it, you can go ahead and get it from this video. Now this here looks a bit bizarre from the outside, but what this is a like corridor intersection. So in SCP Secret Lab, these are everywhere in the entrance zone. These are like, you come in one door and you've got 3 options for 3 different directions to go. Again, it's a pretty simple design. You can probably make it just from looking at footage from this. And the light design, by the way, which is the one that I always use, is it's literally just a sea lantern with an iron trapdoor below it. It looks pretty good as an LED light, pretty suitable design. And the floors are floor A, in case anyone's wondering. Now this isn't exactly like a corridor, per se. This is kind of, I think I've actually skipped over one of them. I have, haven't I? Oh dear. This is like a corridor ending. So this is the kind of thing where you open where you don't know what to put there as a room. So what you do is you basically make it a corridor, then you make it blocked off, like something's, you know, stopping you from going through, or at least that's how I was doing it. So it's a pretty good way of doing it, in my opinion, because it means you don't have to like have rooms on the end of every corridor, and it makes things a little easier. However, if you do want to be able to fill in all your corridor designs, this is one of the best ones. This is like a security terminal. I forgot to put lockers here because there's no lockers in the actual add-on. There are filing cabinets though. But this is like, there's like a security checkpoint. You can go up here. Again, this is taken straight from SCP Secret Lab. So if you play the game, you'll probably recognise this. But again, it's a pretty simple design using these blocks. There's iron bars as fences because it looks more foundation-y, if that makes sense. We've got quartz stairs leading up and leading down. So yeah, it's a basic design. One thing about lots of these designs, though, is that if you're building it underground, you have to like clear out all the space, so it takes a while. So my advice is using /fill. Basically, just smack a massive portion of the underground completely full of air, and then you can just build all this floating in it. Because then it seems like it's underground, when actually it's not. It's like in a big air pocket. But that just makes it easier to build, and it saves time, because you don't have to break stuff up and all that. Now this is the second last section. This is a checkpoint, I suppose. It's where you would pass into light containment. Let me get myself a key card here. So again, this is taken straight from SCP Secret Laboratory. If you've played that game, you will recognise this. But these doors are actually from the SCP New Beginnings add-on by Bendy the Demon 18, which is smacked on the side of my screen, so it's probably ingrained into your brain. But yeah, it's similar to the hallway intersection in that it kind of opens out, and then you've got some windows here. Again, taken out the game. I once shouted at Starcat through one of these windows, so that was fun. We've got like the monitor screen up here, although unfortunately I can't put anything on it. I think I've got the wrong type of key card. Yep, we need key card 4. There we go. Doors are open. We can make our way through the doors. Whereas again, it's just the same design mimicked on the other side. It's pretty perspective. And then through here, we're back in SCP Paradox territory, apart from the doors. We've got lamps hanging from the ceiling. These are ceiling blocks. These are steel blocks, and these are shelter block 2 on the floor. Just in case you're wondering what type of block they are. And then in here we have the elevators, which are, you know, the light's a bit glitchy actually. But yeah, elevator design is pretty simple. So yeah, that's the elevator build.
Huh? Hello there.
And here we have our final design. This is just the basic connector hallway. There's nothing really special about this one. Pretty easy to do. It's just 3 blocks high, 3 blocks wide, and any number of blocks long as you really want it to be, honestly. But if I were adding these lights, make them 3 blocks long and make them 2 blocks apart, because that gives it, I don't know, it seems to work for me, so it might work for you. It might not. Place them apart however far you want them to be, but 3 blocks long certainly seems a feasible distance to me.
Hey guys, just before I go, I wanted to thank you for watching, and say that I do now have a second channel. It is dedicated to me and my friends essentially being idiots and bullying each other. It's called Chaos for 4. There is a link to it in the description. Also, if you have actually watched all the way through this video, not many people do, I'm about to make you stop watching by asking you to please subscribe and leave a like. If this video gets enough likes, I will tell you how I built the light containment zone and perhaps even the heavy containment zone. So do stay tuned to that and make sure that you are subscribed and you have hit the bell so that you don't miss that video when it comes out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.